Her main interest in research are the machine learning, data analytics, and swarm intelligence. She has more than 20 research publications in her credit. Dr. Deepti has served as a technical program committee for several international conferences and as a reviewer for many reputed journals, including InterScience, International Journal of Big Data, Intelligence, etc. Now, she is an active member of our professional bodies, SEM and CSI. I humbly request that Dr. Deepti please for the presentation. Dr. Deepti, this is actually a rule by the chair. It's a maximum of 25 minutes you can use it. Thereafter 5 minutes for interaction. Thank you.
Good afternoon, thanks International Institute of Engineers for this opportunity. Some of the topics have already been discussed earlier and also been for the time. Come to supervised and unsupervised machine learning. When you have supervised machine learning, there is somebody to tell you what these are the features and this already belongs to this category. That is the basic notion of supervised learning. So, if you consider the image recognition task, we have image features, and based on these features, the system will learn how to recognize an image. And during testing phase, if you supply a new image, the system will be able to predict which object that is. That is the basic notion of supervised learning and basically classification. We have labeled area, we have so and so features, and this is the label, so the system can learn from it. That is what classification is. Similarly, if you have a set of medical records of patients, so and so features, the patient is having some disease. Some other persons will not be having disease, so they will be having a different set of features. And this is a medical diagnosis system, and if you supply a new patient data, the system will be able to categorize whether a patient is suffering from a disease or not. So this is what basically supervised learning is. So another learning technique is regression, that is also a supervised learning technique. That is, what is the temperature going to be tomorrow, or what would be the stock market price of a particular stock tomorrow or next week. So that's, we are predicting a continuous value, that is what regression is. So what is the temperature going to be tomorrow is a regression task, whereas will it be hot or cold? You are categorizing tomorrow whether it is hot or cold. It is a corresponding classification task. So all these tasks are categorized as supervised learning. Now coming to unsupervised learning tasks, we don't have any features or we don't know the labels of data. We are supplying with some objects, we have to find meaningful groups from the data. So we don't have an idea of what each object is. We are supplying with just few set of objects. We have to find natural groupings. That is what clustering is. So grouping similar objects into similar groups and forming as many clusters as there are in the set of data is what clustering is. Another task is association rule mining. This is what we daily see in our day-to-day life. We get recommendations when we shop online based on the frequently purchased items. So if you purchase these items together, you get a discount of so many. Or these two are frequently purchased items together. So you get recommendations, product recommendations. And this is basically based on what is called as association rule mining. Finding associations between buying patterns by analyzing shopping data. This is also unsupervised learning. So there are different algorithms for doing all these tasks for classification, regression, clustering, association, role mining and all. And one important algorithm is the artificial neural network, which is inspired from the human brain. So what it does is similar to how our human brain works, it's send signals from one cell to another cell. This is model in the artificial neural network. So consider scenario if you want to classify persons based on their height and gender into small, medium, tall. So tall men will have a particular height, whereas women will be considered tall if they are a little bit no value for height. So based on height and gender, consider we are classifying people into small, medium and tall. So what the neural network does is, it will take the data for the person, particular person, height and gender, will give some weights to these values and pass on to the next step. So this happens and the weights get updated and when in the output layer, you get a classification of whether the person is small, tall or not. So this is the working of artificial neural network. Here the first layer is called the input layer, where it is applying the features. Here in this case it is height and gender. And next layer is the hidden layer. And last layer is the class label, which is whether the person is small, medium or tall. So in the process of passing the input to output, there are a set of operations that take place, and based on the probability value we get the current classification. So this is the working of a neural network. And now why